But looking at this now, I think the reason he's giggling is because he set up this whole thing with Arnold, and he's like, "Ooh, I can't wait for their reaction when they see Arnold dressed up as a monster." Alright, next scene. Kipper and Tiger are crawling through the grass together now, trying to hide from this monster and find it at the same time. And they can't really see anything when they're ducked down that low. They're afraid to look up because they don't want to be seen. Uh-oh. I see 3 horns, and Arnold's following Kipper and Tiger. I wonder if Arnold saw Kipper and Tiger run away right after they caught a glimpse of him the first time. So if Kipper and Tiger are creeping along through the grass like that, like, they're not going to hear Arnold crawling behind them because, like, making the exact same sound as far as crawling through the grass. And they're afraid to look back, of course. So they're not going to see him or hear him. And so they pop their heads out back to one of the other trails that was made earlier. Is it here? No, I think we lost it. Oh, good. Yeah, not exactly. I don't think you lost that monster yet. And then they decide to set a trap for the monster. So Kipper gets a big cardboard box. And what kind of stick is that? It's just some random tree branch kind of stick, or is that... It's got some kind of hook at the end, and they're setting the edge of the box in between that hook. Wonder what it's supposed to be. Then Kipper ties some string to that stick. Yeah, I think it's just a wooden stick. And Tiger's pretending to be the monster now. Rah, 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 rah. And then Tiger runs into the box, and Kipper pulls on the string, pulling the stick loose, and then the box falls down on top of Tiger, aka the monster. So they're planning for it to work that way. Tiger says, "Wow, let me out!" So is he asking Kipper to let him out? Like, is he really stuck in there? Or is he just thinking of what the monster's gonna say? Then Tiger says, "Suppose it doesn't want to go in." Well, I mean, duh, who would want to go into a trap? Now Kipper's thinking, what do monsters eat? And apparently Tiger wasn't stuck. He was just pretending to be helplessly trapped. And he lifts up the box and says, "Sweets? Really? Do monsters really eat sweets? Guess it depends what kind of monster it is." I suppose Tiger just assumes that everybody likes sweets, so monsters like sweets too. Well, I mean, guess Cookie Monster likes cookies, so never know. It's interesting that they didn't consider the fact that the monster might want to eat them. Or they didn't mention it anyway, maybe they thought it. They were hoping that he'll like some sweets instead. He just reminds me of the Pig's Shop episode, because in the next scene, Tiger's got a bag of whatever kind of sweets they are. They almost look like the gobstoppers, like those round red things. And Kipper and Tiger both have bags in there, like leaving a trail of candies for the monster to eat leading up to the trap. And uh-oh, here comes Arnold. Yeah, that purple monster's crawling along with the pink arms and legs. And Arnold's eating all of them one by one, so I don't think they're gobstoppers. Maybe they're some kind of little chocolates or something. And Kipper and Tiger are eating a few along the way as they go as well. And they're leaving some candies on each of the steps of the slide. Interesting, because in the episode Pig's Cousin, we saw that duck hopping along on each of the slide steps, eating breadcrumbs that were on the steps. And now they're thinking that the monster's going to do the same thing with these candies. And so when they get to the top of the slide, Tiger slides down, and then Kipper slides down behind him, crashing into Tiger, who hadn't gotten off the slide yet, causing Tiger to do a little bit of a somersault, dropping the candies in the process. Oh my goodness. Arnold, the purple park monster, is getting closer to them, and they still don't see him yet. He's climbing up the slide steps now. And so Kipper leaves his bag of candies right underneath the box there that's being held up by the stick. It's got the string on it once again. Kipper says, "There now." He'll slide straight down the slide and straight into the box. Tiger says, "Yeah!" Then they turn around. Ah! There's Arnold right there at the top of the slide. Then they dive into the box to hide, and the box falls on top of them. Oh no! Well, how's their monster trap gonna work now if it already trapped them instead? Then Arnold slides down the slide on his belly head first, sliding straight off of the slide and along the grass, and then crashes into the box. Kipper and Tiger freak out once again. They hug each other, very afraid. That reminds me of a scene towards the end of Pig's Sweater, where there was something scary in a tree, and Kipper and Pig heard some growling, and the two of them hugged when they were afraid. We'll talk about that one another day. But I remember that scene being very similar to this one. And once again, I think I saw Pig's sweater before I saw Purple Park Monster. And then they hear Pig laughing, and Pig lifts up the box and says, "Hello!" And then Pig explains that it wasn't a real monster. It was Arnold. We were playing a trick on them, weren't we, Arnold? And it looks like Arnold's okay. He's just sitting there sucking his thumb with his, little, what do you call that? It almost looks like a purple and white striped diaper with a long tail on it. So Arnold's okay, but the, cardboard head is all, smashed up now, like, it got destroyed when it crashed into the trap. So that's the end of that thing. And Pig continues, "It was a good trick, wasn't it? You weren't frightened, were you?" And Kipper and Tiger said, "No, we knew it was a trick all along." And Pig says, "Oh, good." This is interesting because when they were at the bench and Pig was eating the ice cream, and Tiger screamed, "We thought it was just a game!" And Pig said, "No, it's not a game." He kind of lied there, because this whole thing was a game. I guess in a situation like that where you're trying to play a game of make-believe and convince somebody else that it's real, I suppose in that context a little bit of lying would be kind of necessary, although I personally disagree. And also right now, Kipper and Tiger are kind of lying as well because they seemed pretty frightened during the whole situation. Did they really know it was a joke all along? They sure didn't seem like it. I guess a lot of kids in a situation like this are afraid to admit when they're really afraid, so I guess it makes sense that they're trying to say that they weren't. Then Kipper asks Pig about the costume, says it's really great. Did you make it yourself? And turns out that Pig did. And Kipper tells Arnold how good of a monster he was. And Tiger kind of thinks so too, although he says that perhaps Arnold should have roared. That would have been interesting, because all we ever hear Arnold say is, "Back!" Don't know what Arnold roaring would sound like. And Arnold's kind of alternating between sucking his thumb and chewing something, so I guess he still has a bunch of candies in his mouth. And so now the three big kids, Kipper, Tiger, and Pig, are going to play another monster game, where they're each going to take turns pretending to be a monster. And instead of hide and seek, it's going to be more like tag. Kipper says, "Whoever touches the monster gets to be monster, next go." This would be a little bit different than tag, though, because it would be 2 against 1. If there's 2 guys chasing one monster, that's different from regular tag, because usually only one person is it, chasing everybody else. And Tiger says, "I'll be the monster first. Rawr! I'm ever so good at it." But before he even starts, Pig tags him and says, "I'm the monster." And then the 2 dogs start chasing Pig, but it seems like they're all acting like monsters now. They're all roaring and doing these like scary things with their hands, you know? So it seems like they haven't quite figured out how to play this game yet, and they're just being silly, pretending to be monsters. And Arnold's just sitting there by the monster trap, still chewing on the candies and sucking on his thumb. And that was Kipper the dog, the Purple Park Monster. That was a very interesting episode. A lot of intense drama there. I mean, it wasn't done in an overly exaggerated way. It felt realistic, though. Like the frustrations that Tiger had with trying to teach Kipper how to play this game, but him not fully understanding the rules. And then there was all the whole situation with Kipper and Tiger thinking that there's a monster in the park and getting confused about Pig's game. So yeah, there's a lot of fear involved, but Kipper and Tiger managed to find a way to potentially fix this monster problem, even though it wasn't a real problem at all. And of course there was that really chilling moments where Arnold came down the slide and crashed into the box that Skipper and Tiger were hiding inside. And then that conversation at the end where Pig cleared everything up and they had a nice talk about everything that happened and they started to understand everything a little bit better, and they ended up enjoying Pig and Arnold's creativity with the monster game. That was all excellent. I enjoyed that.